Hello and welcome to Magzie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are here on a brand new game my wife just bought me. It is an early access game. It's called Ark Survival Evolved, and lots of people are doing Let's Plays on this. Lots of people are doing Let's Plays on this, so I figured I'd do a little guide of basic start and get you some tips and on how to start and everything. I have read up on a little bit of it. This is not going to be like an expert guide, guys. So we're probably going to do maybe 4 videos of just some basic stuff about the game, and then I might do a little Let's Play on it. Depends on how well it goes. Okay, so first basic. This is your menu. I want to go to the options here because I want to go over some stuff with you. Lots of people are having graphics problem with the game, and this right here, you want to set all these settings to where you would normally set them on regular games, and then once you do that, this resolution scale right here, you want to move that down and keep pressing apply just a little bit at a time until you get to the frames that you usually have, or the frames that you like, and that'll help with your computer problems. So they do have, there's issues with this. Turn this music down. So there is they are having issues with the graphics. I think they're going to have to tweak it a little bit somehow. But that's the main things. Also, these right here will also cause you some lag and some graphics problems. So you keep these down. I always keep those down too. You can move these up, and then just see how it is. Also, there's the different voice settings and all the different options right here. There is an option not in here, but before you start the world, there's a little option here that says show player on map, and you want to make sure you might want to click that, because when you have that clicked, if you press M here, as you can see, it shows you exactly where you're at on the map. So I like for that to do that. If you don't like for that, just don't worry about it. Gamma 3. There we go. That's a little trick. If it's nighttime and you want to see a little bit better, you can hit that, Gamma 3. Also, if you hit the tab button, open the little menu here, and if you hit ST space FPS and enter, it will bring up your FPS over here in the top right hand corner here, and then you just hit that again to take it off. So there we go. I don't really need it because it doesn't show on your screen, but on my screen when I'm recording, it tells me in the upper right left hand corner what my FPS is, so I don't have to worry about that. I do have a character that I have been playing. You can only have one character per server and one character on a single player world. And I'm playing on single player, not on a server, just to show you guys some stuff. And the only way to start a new character is to kill your other character off and then hit start new survivor instead of respawning somewhere. So you can respawn somewhere. They also have beds right here. It is nighttime, so let me close this. Let me close that door. It's nighttime, right? Yeah, it's almost midnight. So they have these beds. This bed is a hide bed, so it's on one-time use, but it lets me respawn here. It also lets you fast travel. Your respawn points when you die will come up on a map similar to this, only it's a digital map, and it'll show you the different respawn parts. You just click on the one you want to respawn at. But you can respawn when you die. You don't have to start a new character each time. There's a hardcore mode, so if you want to play to where you have to restart a character each time you can. When you die, you get to keep all your levels and skills and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. So, if you press I in your menu, you bring up this screen, and this shows you the level and your name and your character, which you can just turn around by holding left click and just moving your mouse. There we go. We don't want y'all looking down a shirt. You have an inventory here. You have equipped items here, and they are assigned to your 1 through 9 keys, 1 through 10 keys, and you just press the number to equip it, and then press it again to unequip it. And if you don't have anything equipped, you just use your hands. This one left click swings either wrist, so it's not right click to swing anything. As you can see, I'm right clicking and there's nothing. Left click swings both arms. On the right hand side of the screen here, you will see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 icons, and this little icon here means I'm in my house. The first one at the very bottom, that's your health bar. You start out with 100 health, I believe. The second one is your stamina. You start out with 100 stamina. And stamina is used to, every time you use an action, besides walking. If you use an action, or if you sprint, you can sprint by holding shift down. It'll use your stamina up. Once your stamina is gone, it'll start giving you what's called torpor. And once your torpor bar is filled up enough, you'll just pass out on the ground. Since you're in a world of dinosaurs, it's probably not a good idea for you to pass out too much. So just when your bar gets almost all the way gone, just sit and rest for a few minutes, for a few seconds. It don't take long, just a few seconds, and then your stamina will come back. The next one up is your food bar, and you do have to eat. And I got food on my bar, so I press 9, and that'll eat for me. It does start at 100 too, and then the next one up from that is your water. Certain foods in the game will give you your water back along with food, so you can try to use some of them if you want. Or I got a water skin here, so I just press that. The water skin. Eating food will also replenish some of your health. Your health also replenishes over time. The next little icon up is your weight. So you have a certain amount of weight. I believe it's 100. Let me open my skills again right here. It's 110, but I put points in there. So you start out with 100. And when you get too full, you'll start being weighed down and go slower. And then once you reach your weight max, you won't be able to go nowhere. There's a maximum amount of weight that you're allowed to carry on you, and you can't carry over that amount. And if you have over that amount, then you can't move whatsoever. You're stuck in the spot where you're at. And the last icon up above that, with this arrow with the plus sign, is your experience bar. When that fills up all the way, you level up. This is your main menu. I've showed you a little bit about it. You have 2 icons here. This is inventory. This is your craftables. So you learn recipes and then you can craft them in here. You can scroll over each recipe and it'll show you exactly what it requires to craft it, and also if you have those items or not in your inventory. So there's that. Here is your character stats. It tells you how many days you've been in the game. It tells you your level and your name. It tells you the time of day. It tells your armor. Each one of these, as you can see on it, gives you 10. So I have 5 pieces of armor, so that's 50. Those also provide a certain hypothermic threshold for you. So the more clothes you have on, the more insulated you are, the more threshold you get. Also, fortitude also bumps up your threshold, not including the clothes, and it also does some more stuff for you. So it tells you where you're at and the zone you're in. This is your spawn area, and right here's the temperature. Now, I don't know if there's a way to change this to Fahrenheit. If there is, you can tell me in the comments. I don't know if there is or not. I haven't found a way to change it to Fahrenheit. I like it to be in Fahrenheit, but Celsius is fine. It's fine for me. I don't care either way, really. You can go to your survival profile here. So in game, every time you kill something or tame something, then you'll get a little thing here, and you can come here and check it out. Go down, and it'll give you these little dossier, little things that tells you about the animal you killed or tamed or whatever. So, and right here is like it's like a recipe system. Each level you get engrams, and you can click on this button, and it tells you how many engram points you got, and you get a certain number each level, and it goes. I'm pretty sure it goes up. I don't think you get the same amount each level. I don't know about that. I'm going to put the link to the wiki in the the description down below. You guys can check that out. But they are level dependent. So as you can see, I'm level 15. The next one to unlock at 20. So you can't just learn them and then go about them. You have to actually level up first. This game plays like a skyblock map. So you have to basically grind resources in order to do most of the stuff in here. There are little tricks that you can use to like level up real fast, but for the most part you just want to go through the process and gather resources and stuff like that. So down here, here's your stats. You start with base stats, and then you can, when you level up, you'll get a little button right here along this side. You can spend your point on there, and it'll level up a certain amount each level, and you only level up one at a time. So when you level up, it doesn't give you all of them. You have to pick which one you want. To start out with, my suggestions to you is fortitude, movement speed, melee damage, and health and stamina. The rest of these you can worry about a little bit later. Once you get used to the game, you'll know which points to put on where. A little note, melee damage also affects how much resources you get and how fast you get them. Okay. Also, you don't have a base damage. The base damage is based on the weapon you're using. Melee damage only works with spears and other melee attack weapons like your torch, hatchet, your melee tools. Throwing a spear does not use your melee damage either, so you can actually throw your spear, or you can melee attack with it. If you throw it, it doesn't use the melee damage increase here, so be mindful of that. Basically, besides these here, anything that has a percent here is just a percent increase of a base stat, so just be mindful of that. That includes dinosaurs. Okay, so you will be able to tame dinosaurs and use them as mounts, which I'll show you at the end of the episode here. I usually go about 3 points in fortitude, and then I get my melee damage up 3 points, and then I start rotating health, stamina, melee damage, and some weight, and that's how I do it. Crafting speed is pretty much a crap stat. If you're going to do a lot of crafting, you might want that, but just pretty much want to stay away from there. The rest of them you can worry about upping a little bit later. There is 75 levels, I think, now is the max. You got a long way to go. So that's the basics. Movement is basically WSAD. You will want to try to strive in this game. There's live action combat, so when something attacks you, they can attack you, and you have to attack them at the same time. It's not turn-based or anything like that. That's pretty much the basics. All your controls are under options here. You can go here. These are all your controls. You can pause the video if you want to look at them. There's quite a few of them. You might want to memorize some of them. If you're playing on a server, some of the stuff you can't do that you could do in like a single player game. You could also play a multiplayer hosted on your computer, so be mindful of that. And I'm gonna go out here. Oh, one more thing, guys. Everything in the game defecates, so and there's uses for it. So you might want to save up on the crap. No pun intended. You might want to save it because you can use it for farming. You can make fertilizer and stuff with it, all kinds of stuff. So you might want to, when you get storage, you might want to save the crap from some of the dinosaurs for use later. But that's basically it. You will need a pretty good computer. There are some settings in it for low memory. I set mine to no sky effects because it helps out a little bit. In the game, something else I wanted to go over. Every item that's a food perishable item has a timer on it. As you can see, it says spoils in so many minutes. This is a stack timer. Okay, so if I split these in two, shift and left click, hold left click. So now this one's also, so each stack has the same timer on it. I can pick these up and put them back together and they'll have the same timer. It spoils the top one and then the timer restarts, and then the next one spoils, so you don't lose the whole stack. But the timer does run per item. So this one, the top one, stamina berry here, will spoil in 5 minutes, and then the timer will restart for the next berry on top. So if that kind of makes sense to you, so you have to manage your resources a little bit more. So there, like that. One more thing before we go. You will want to stay close to water. You don't want to be too close to water because there are dinosaurs in the water that will eat you. So just be careful. Okay, so you used to have to go into the water and go all the way in, but you don't have to do it anymore. Just get to the water and press E. And then you drink. And if you have water skins, you can press the button and it'll fill up the water skin too. So, and then when you're away and you're thirsty, you can just use your water skin. That's the basics here. There's a couple more things, but I'm gonna show that in another video. I'm gonna purposely kill myself somewhere. Grab this real quick. Yeah. Just growing some stuff here. There we go. So guys, if you like this video, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll show you I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. You come check them out and see if you like them. If you do like this episode, you want to share it with your friends, tell them that you like it. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post it on your Facebook, Twitter, wherever you do social media. And ooh, leveled up. I will see you guys on the next episode.